but if you can get around that, you'll be fine. Mind Control is going to blow a smoke. Bulba's right next to him, and they do have the bubble. They're going to target the Omni instead.
Yeah,
There's
definitely
the
the right
Torrent.
target
Bulba
here.
is in a lot of trouble, and he's going to be first blood.
Yep. Brano would just leap away, but here the Omni continuing to move out. We're actually going to be seeing an exchange up top here, but it is not going to be Spartan going down, despite Kuro's best efforts here. That's going to be a lot of hits going in. They're just going to kill him off. Well, all these big right clicks coming out with the aura from the Luna, and one more Lucid Beam. They get another kill. They're going to get Bulba too. 2 kills coming out for this Tri-v-Tri, boding very well for AD FINEM to start things off. In the games they won in their previous series, they were able to get most of the early game, and we're seeing that here. Spartan, though, might be going down. No Caustic means no kill. Kuro is going to be taking a lot of damage and has to be healed up from Bulba. Spartan able to trade out. He still gets the kill! So much damage flying out, but Madara has this magic wand, and with all these stick charges, he's been able to... It's an easy play to criticize, but at the end of the day, maybe even Purify, Stick, Repel, and TP doesn't get you out because there's so much damage. We are going to see Kuro only hit with 1 on the Burrow Strike, but it is on Madara, who is a very prime target. Gets disrupted. Can he get the Eclipse off here? Can he get the damage he needs? No, he gets Tornado. He gets the EMP. He's getting nuked down very heavily, and still the wand charges nearly keep him alive. But it's going to be Puck Thug, who tries to get the better end of this, tries to get some vengeance onto Mind Control, who bottles up on the southern side, while we do see that Spartan will fall up to the north. Kuro going to be keeping the chase up on MNT, who will be going down. In the meantime, that Mirana will be able to stay than just the Darkseer, but if they get this Luna on top, they're going to be in a pretty great spot. Burrow Strike and the Cold Snap, as well as Zero Shadows, that's pretty much a guaranteed kill.
Tornado EMP just cooling down for the disengage if needed. No one really relevant getting in there, so they're not going to need that either. So ultimately, score tied up 10-10. Still is not where they have all the ultimates that are coming up, plus they're all going to be amplified by that Veil of Discord. If they're able to just get into the Drow Ranger's face, and it's a playable position for sure, Thug is going to dodge EMP
nice.
for his allies to wrap around. There it is, Bubble.
Might be a kill here. Omninut's going to try to do his
coil.
best, but there's still going to be a lot of damage coming in, and nice coil. Waning Rip means Bulba can do nothing. Miracle will go down, and they should pick up the Omninut as well. Oh, just so close of timing. I think still, though, we're going to be seeing potentially a kill on mid as Mind Control does get X'd up. The TP takes a little bit too long. It still gets canceled out here by Thug, so Mind Control will be going down, even with everything that he has available to him, his regen rune and all that. Not going to be much. But bottom, we're going to see Kuro come in, get caught by the Sanctuary, get caught by Eclipse, and go down as well. Bulba caught in that too, just both of them trying to go in, trying to do something when there was a rotation on mid, and neither was
really
succeeding.
surprised they're still doing this with only 1 Arcane Boots on the Kunk. They did just get the Ether Lens up, and well, we'll see here. Actually, a nice potential catch. If they can follow it up, the Berserk will connect, but this doesn't feel like the best fight. The arrow gets blocked out by an illusion, and now they've got everything they need. The boat will come out. The Torrent too. Kuro's going down quick, but what else is there? There's going to be a vacuum. Kuro repelled, and 2 heroes caught in the Dream Coil to the north. Mind Control and Miracle caught out of the fight. Need to find a target to prioritize. It's going to be Madara, but Bulba's already dead. Mind Control slipping away under the guise of the Moonlight Shadow, but Matumbo Man left for dead all by himself here. Zombies going to try to keep poking at the Luna. It's actually going to be enough. The Ice Ogre Frost Mage
aren't really going to find their angle. Are they going to try to sneak right back into Roche? Drow Ranger damage is certainly a thing, especially with the Alacrity, so this might catch AD FINEM off guard, but they're right around the corner.
Oh, it's going to be
coming
close.
in, and it's going to connect onto pretty much everyone. The Gust immediately going to get onto the Puck, gets bashed by Rojana as well. Roche right in with the Epicenter. Puck not dying just yet with the phase shift with the Eclipse, and everything else from AD FINEM spilling into the pit, and Liquid walked into a trap. The Invoker's going to book it on the other side. The Sand King was able to grab the Aegis. Burrow Strike going to get him up to the high ground to try to TP out. They see him with the poison. Can they cancel this? Didn't work. I'm not having any real great answer to Omni-Knight spells, as you mentioned earlier. They weren't really coming out. Have the Demonic Purge, no Diffusal Blades or anything like that. Spartan's going to get caught with the Gust off to the side. Burrow Strike is there as well. Skylark's going to jump in. Can't save his ally. With the Coil onto 3 and the Eclipse, they'll kill everyone in response. Okay, Spartan, your death is well worth it. Buy back on the Sand King, but for AD FINEM, that's a resounding win.
Yeah, Miracle needs to delay this as long as possible. They can't really fight without the Drow Ranger. They lack all their damage. I mean, yes, they got the Shadow Demon, the BKB, and Eclipse are on cooldown, but that's about it. Otherwise, it's a really bad spot. They lose their gem, they lose their buyback, they have to go in. They're going to go in on Skylark. He's very, very tanky, though, and it's going to be Kuro that ends up going down instead. The Guardian Greaves healing up the Darkseer. Kuro's still alive for a moment. The Glaive bouncing back to him. Down he goes as Thug blinks in, and that's got to be it. Taking down this full bottom lane, buyback after buyback. But here, game 1 of this best-of-3 series looks to be AD FINEM's to take.
They're not giving up though. Buybacks on everyone. Does seem like it's not really a good time to be a Liquid player.
Bulba goes down instantly, and what can you do? You gotta try to delay it, gets the kill on Skylark, but Miracle is the prize. The dieback on the Invoker will seal their fate, and with the X mark, he should be a guaranteed kill.
Never give up, never surrender. Fight to the bitter end.
They'll try. They actually get Madara caught in the gust, so it looks like he is going to be going down, but you need a lot more than that if you're going to be able to clean this one up here, as we're just going to be seeing an orb phase jump.
With the Moonlight Shadow, this is their last shot. They're spotted though.
Big wrap. We got to see something big from Kuro here on the Sand King. There's going to be the BKB coming out early from Madara. Gets the Aegis, pops the Eclipse, going in hard, but isn't really connecting with many beams. Miracle now nuked and gone before Bobo can do a single thing. Dagon finishes him off as well, and just like the name, Dagon. They are down 2 for the count. We're going to see Mind Control chase down as well. Has a BKB.
His survival is irrelevant to the outcome of this game, it feels, because Vacuum Back's going to catch 2. Man is actually going to be able to Shadow and play it out now. The dust is there, although still not dying just yet, but the buildings kind of are, so Man's survival is also kind of irrelevant to this game because Meg creeps are going to soon start flooding for Liquid. Epicenter, that spell is in the Liquid arsenal, and it's almost enough to get the kill on the Aegis.
Almost the Aegis, and that's it.
Right
Mind Control leaping out, but you know, what can you do? GG is out. It's been, in my mind, over for the past 6 or 7 minutes, but Liquid, they give it the good old colors try. They tried to fight back with everything they had, show what their draft was capable of in terms of team fight potential, but in the end, there was just too much snowballed for AD FINEM, especially in that top lane. The fact that in that 3v3, yep, and Skylark has they got the bounty rune, now has his boots, like they can close distance so easily, and I think First Blood is definitely going to be bottom, but mid actually is where we're seeing big damage coming out, and it's going to be the other way around! He spins onto the Bane, but he's going to be able to survive through it all. You cannot underestimate how tanky a Bane is. You look at this 24-20, still having a pretty rough game, only slightly ahead of Madara Sven.
And they're going to jump in towards Miracle, smoke screen going to prevent any sort of spin. Oh, spins, 80 HP bottle. They have another burst strike in just 1 second. But
looks like that'll be enough distance though. He's got enough movement speed that it's not going to be Spartan to stay on top of him. And nice single stun from Kuro keeps Miracle alive. But Fiend's Grip, level 6 comes out. I think thanks to the Tome of Knowledge, and that's going to be Kuro dropping very low and should just be going down.
And up towards the north, they found Bulba with just the Sand King and the Ricky, forcing out the False Promise. I think that's going to pop him pretty quickly. Spartan left behind by the rest of his squad is going to try to teleport out here. It's going to be really close. He'll live again! How does he keep doing it? I don't know. The healing ward is not being dealt with. Finally, it will be killed off. Arrow will right between them.
Nice.
The Omnislash will get...
In terms of like going up against the Viz heroes, even scouting smokes with the possessed neutral creeps, he knows something's up, but is it going to be a quick enough rotation from Bulba?
Double star arrow with the grip. When Man's here, Chronosphere is available. Will catch once again. The rest of the heroes are coming in kind of slowly. Thug's still taking a lot of just right-click damage from Matoma Man and should be going down. Yes, I think that was a last hit bash as well for one trade. But there's
going to be smoke coming through, but the scan catches it perfectly. The southeastern scan. AD FINEM's the northwestern one for Liquid. Now we're going to see a spin come through. Is it going to be an Epicenter though? Coming in, big damage onto Bulba, the one who could save them all, and he's down for the count. We will see Fiend's Grip come out on Miracle, and it actually will keep him alive for a long, long time. Arrow into the Chronosphere, Matoma Man is neutralized, but where's the damage coming in from AD FINEM? Nice little bit of trick to the trade, but Mind Control is still up and kicking in the healing ward, the wand, and that is going to be Liquid just sitting high and dry. There's just not enough damage to kill off these cores, and now they're running down AD FINEM.
Spin with the dust. They tanking perfectly. Mirana's going to leap over the lane here from Liquid in their items. Even the Faceless Void, the Link here, a pretty common item, especially the first item for a carry Void, but it just everything for Liquid is just how do we stay in this fight, and it's working out pretty well for them so far. Jump in, more stars, again doing not that much damage considering the pipe, and now Matoma Man has actually found Skylark, gets a couple of bashes. Yule Scepter will save the Sand King for a couple seconds, but he's going to fall into a lot of heroes, gets dusted, gets burned by the Oracle. Now they're down their probably highest damage output hero.
With God Strength up top, they're going for a bit of a base race here, just trying to use Nightmare, maybe the Enfeeble, just to slow down the roll and try to trade racks for racks as Madara does work up top. Smokescreen, all these tools to keep them off the barracks, and we're actually going to see Madara take down the melee racks 1-for-1.
Multicast gonna slow him down just a little bit, but they do Chronosphere on the bottom lane, and with Matoma Man is in, vacuum back into a wall as well. I think Braxes on top lane have actually been dropped, but the bottom lane, it's not going that great for the Dire either. Mind Control's dropping fairly low himself despite all of his survivability items. Just doesn't have enough to survive the constant Mirana Starstorms with the Riki on his tail as well. Strikes and smoke screens. Oh my, leap forward. Starstorm not quite going to do it, but they will get him in the end.
Play the map, top and bottom. Matumba does still have the Sages, does still have that Linkage, but it's going to be popped. He's going to be nightmared. They're going to combo it up with the arrow here for the first kill and look for a Fiend Script for the second one. So it's going to be God Strength popped. They know that it's going to be a prolonged exchange with the second life here, but they're actually going to disengage here as Matumba looks to turn. Can't find really anybody, just Madara on the Chrono, not the target you want, and we're going to see if it's enough as he can pop the BKB as soon as he comes out.
He's kind of already dead though. He's gonna try to line them up so he can start cleaving through, or TP's not to work. First hit bash definitely doesn't work. He's dead. Darkseer charging forward, already uses vacuum, doesn't really have all that much in the way of control in the front lines here. Trying to get in the front of Thug, that's also not quite gonna do it. Starstorm and the leap out, he will be just fine, but still 2 heroes down in favor of
Smoke
Liquid.
With the Epi though, Skylark's ready to roll just outside of Vision. Even if they had an observer, they couldn't see him on the Void. The Manta Lincoln's defuse the Void is now hopping up to the high ground and doesn't really have much to fear.
Skylark's got to be very careful whenever he does that. He does not have a force staff. He has a Yule Step, but it's going to get purged off. There goes the Sand
he needs
King.
the buyback. This is brutal. How do you time your buyback when Madara is still in mid? You can't force the pressure on the top at the same time, but there's going to be the Chronosphere coming out, and Madara is not TPing home. They've lost 2. He's just going to pop God Strength and go for mid, and they're going to try to cancel any TPs they can with a Burrow Strike up progressively. Kuro will not be TPing back home, and they're going to be fighting right here, right now. Big damage coming out. Inside, there's going to be the smoke, the trick, everything. Madara still doing what he needs to do, getting disarmed by the Faith Edict, but can he finish off the racks in time, and can they make it worthwhile? Because it looks like with the dieback of the Sand King, that while the racks may be exposed in mid, that they could just take them up top.
Sven, he is going to teleport back so he can join this fight, but it'll be just him and the Mirana. Gun onto Matumba Man. He's going to get purged off immediately so he can keep on swinging. Going in. Where are his allies? They're going for the structures as they probably should. Manta style to dodge the hammer. Now Madara's kind of in the front lines all alone. Thug jumping with a couple more stars. Matumba Man taking a lot of damage. Will time walk a lot of it back out. Thug taking bashes and everything will go down. Will instantly buy back. Madara's now ready to the fight. Has a fresh Chrysalis. He's not with the God Strength though. Shotgun onto Kuroki, arrow, Starstorm. That's a pretty clean kill on the Ogre.
Overkite the Sven so effectively. They'll always have the Skull Ring unrefined, but we're going to see Madara actually caught inside the Chronosphere at the very lip of it. Is this the Chrono they need though, as we see the Warcry come out, soaking up all of that Omni Slash, and the Moonlight Shadow takes its effect. Mind Control will clean up the Riki on the back end. No backstab onto Bulba here, but we are going to be seeing this Glimmer Cape of Bane try to break the linkage. It's not what they wanted. They're back. They're walled. They're all going to die.
Oh man, Mirana purged up, and well, she may live, but doesn't really matter. The man wants in, can't quite get the kill on the Mirana. That wasn't even like the cleanest execution from Liquid, because the Sven had the armor up the entire time. Could have very easily purged that one off and gotten like almost an immediate kill, I want to say, considering how
felt like he was the best Slark in the world for just a week there at least, and yeah, bring it to help him. A Fissure means first blood. That's gonna be the Rotanai attempted. Kuro tries to time it, and he does not get it. Instead, it's gonna be now a dive past the tower, in danger, and it's probably gonna cost him his life once again.
He's stuck. Hexed up. I think he's mostly stuck. Madara's gonna come in with the spin, Mind Control, not even trying to right-click down this Juggernaut, just trying to book it the other direction. Will dodge the Sunstrike. Very fired. Oh, it's not gonna do it. A couple more right-clicks. Earthshaker is going to end up teleporting right into the bubble. Thug is gonna get beaten down and will fall before there's a response from the Earthshaker, but now everyone's coming in. Bulba does not have enough mana to cast anything substantial. They stun up Miracle in the back end. He's gonna time walk that out, has a lot of mana left. Bulba's gonna be chased down by the Bat Rider. He will be the first one to fall, as Miracle is going to be hit with a couple stacks of Napalm. Doesn't have a wand or a stick or anything. Stuns coming up like online. There it is. Gonna wall off Miracle. He's stuck in the corner and he's gonna go down. Juggernaut was also able to kill off Mind Control for the team time, and looking at Kuroki as well.
Yeah, almost.
Just feasting. It's actually might change right now. I think they're gonna smoke in with everyone actually. Matumba Man is kind of nearby, but he's a tough kill.
I think they see this coming, though. I mean, they were all really grouped up. The Lion just got the smoke off the courier. I think they know about the smoke, but the question is, who is able to get the spells off first? Darkpack just used as a perfect time to go for the Fisher, go for the Hex, and go for the kill on Matumba, man. No hook out for you, just the kill. And while Miracle does drop a massive Chronosphere, they're not getting any damage out in the meantime. There's going to be a Ravage onto 4 heroes, but the Omni Slash still comes out and puts major damage in. Miracle's able to break off that finger, but in the meantime, Motara puts out massive damage, and there's the Echo as well. 3 heroes go down.
Ruined. Blink Dagger be damned, you don't need that. He's gonna look for a kill on the Faceless Void. There is a Sunstrike, there is an Omni Slash here on the Jug. It's more than enough burst damage if they can pull him out from the creep wave. There is also help here from Miracle. As you know, we're being patient. Now the jump from Miracle is going to catch a Chronosphere only onto Madara right now. They still don't know if there's a Bat right in the area. They'll land the hook. Lasso's going to cancel out that Dismember opportunity. And now the Omni Slash is going to bounce through Sunstrike, and they're all clumped up. He's going to end up killing Kroki, freeing Madara to actually run away. And he's going to spin away very quickly. Gush is there, but it's not quite going to do it. Now the Healing Ward comes in. They can't kill him. Fissure going to come in as the Ravage is deployed. Will stun up everyone, but there's no damage being dealt in the duration of that Ravage. And Control is actually stuck. Again, the Fissure, an all-star for AD FINEM so far, will give them another one as the Invoker will snipe the Shadow Demon, and they'll spin down the Tidehunter. Actually, he's able to steal that one as well. AD FINEM turned both. Didn't get in, so Madara's stuck here. The Invoker is not here. Miracle is going to get chain stun, even though he does use the Chronosphere, doesn't actually do anything, but he does dodge all the Omni Splash with that blink out. Madara's now kind of stuck here. Does have the AD, so he's more than okay with continuing fighting. They're going to Echo Slam onto the Face Void, Finger Death as well. Super dead Miracle. And AD FINEM, even after that kind of botched communication, still
Chrono, but for right now they have to find the angle, and it looks like AD FINEM are just making their way down south. Odd to lead with the Lion this hard, where he doesn't have nearly as much backup, but they pop the Lincolns at long range with the Mana Drain, and they're able to pull him into a very compromised position. First to get down, they need the Earth Spike, they will get the kill on the Void, and now there's no fight to be had for Liquid. We'll get a hook out, and we'll get everybody on the run. Can Skylar keep this up, or is he in too deep? He's going to be disrupted a little bit early. Bulba, he might have just made it so that it's impossible for the Slark to engage, and in the end, Bulba's taken in retreat. Slark thought he might be able to go.
Got him.
And in the end, Slark's going in anyways, but Tumbleman, he realizes there's no lasso, gonna try for something, but now Shadow Dance, there's gonna be a Zero Ward, wrong one MST, there, but he's under Sentry now, and Matumba is isolated. Also too, Kuro with an Invis Rune, can they hit him one more time with the Deafening Blast? He's gonna be fine.
Fissure in 3 seconds.
No way. That would be a God Fissure. He's gonna hit the trees. Yeah. Not even.
Bubbling the battle at the same time, so he was just not a viable target to focus at all. Madara,
there's that butterfly.
Jeez,
he's missing out so much. He can't even man fight.
Oh my.
There
Tornado?
was almost a catch there. That was close.
Missing.
And with a force snap. Oh, they got the pulse snap. It's gonna be a hook out and a pounce back forward. A Sunstrike will be off the mark, but man, that was a close
Madara's going in.
Now Chrono coming out, Skylark's going to take a lot of damage, but Matumba drops down to critical HP on the tail end, survives, but that Omni Slash is still bouncing around here, and we're going to be seeing Madara still keep going thanks to the Aegis. Gets the Spurs out onto Mind Control, who doesn't have a Ravage anymore, and he's going to be going down for sure. So they don't get the Slark, but they get his big brother Tide, and Bulba will be going down as well. No Chronosphere, no answer. This might just be the second lane of Rax or the game itself.
None of these heroes have buyback, and again, we're not seeing another life, another chance at actually making something happen, but with no Chronosphere, they just don't have any control with 2 heroes alive. Even if they had a Lion on the Liquid side, they don't have enough control to deal with what AD FINEM are throwing at them. Everyone's going to lose a lot of mana here. Slark is completely tapped out. Faceless Void up against Diffusal Blade is also without the ability to time walk, and he's going to get picked off. Buyback, it's too late. They already lost Megas, and Liquid, they're just getting picked.
Mjolnirs, that's how you farm creeps, but don't think AD FINEM are going to give them the opportunity. We're going to be seeing the last attempt here for Liquid to hold, and it's going to be a jump here onto Miracle, which will actually be quite limited in its success, also known as failing. But still, he's gonna be on Madara. He goes into the base, like he's right next to the Ancient, killing off all the heroes. AoE Deafening Blast here. Thug will be pulled into the fountain. The fountain hook is real, but in the end, Madara just says, screw this, I'm going for those base. And in the end, it's actually going to be the Earthshaker that starts cleaning things up with an Echo and a big AoE hit. He's just buying time. He's creating space so that Madara can just burst down this base. But now he gets disrupted. He's going to be tasting it his own medicine here as his illusions burn his own mana and burst him down. The Aegis is going to be gone shortly, but in the meantime, he gets to get some crits on Mind Control and kill off this Tide. No buyback for him, and it looks like no return, despite Miracle going in for the Chronosphere. Bulba dying to the creeps, running for his life, will be going down, and they are heading for the hills, which is not even a safe place as Bat Rider is in on top of them, and that's going to be it. GG, well played. AD FINEM upset Liquid for a 2-1 victory in the winner bracket final of the Summit 6 European Qualifier Phase 2.